farmers, welcome back to Goldcrest Valley. Been working on the silo bunker with our silage in it, and that little shovel I was talking about last episode, downloaded that mod and it worked perfectly. The good news is it only costs $1 to lease the shovel, so that fixed that problem. Now I've been getting the silage out of the bunker. It does work doing it just with the forage wagon here, but with my setup it hasn't been easy. If you remember, this forage wagon here requires roughly, I think they said about 300 horsepower, and we're rocking a 245 horsepower John Deere tractor. So we're under horsepower requirement for that. So that could be why we're struggling a little bit. Plus also trying to get over the bumps and the pickup, trying to pick up the silage. Well, you know, it does what it does. But this is what the shovel can do for you. I may actually have to pick up more of the silage. It may not actually unwrap this. No, we'll unwrap this side at least. Alright, so I got too much silage in front of us here. Oh, it unwrapped it just by doing that. Okay. Well, either way. So I'm also having a little bit of a trouble getting the silage on the side over here, because I can't get the pickup close enough over there. So, with the amount of work I had to do to get all this done, I think next time it might be just a little bit easier. Just to lease the belt, which will pick up the silage, and we can just put it right back into the forage wagon, and we are good to go. But I'm going to have one more full load here to pick up, and then we're going to have a little bit more extra to bring. Yeah, see, this pickup here, sometimes I got to pick up the pickup, pick up the pickup to get over the hump, and then put it back down, and then it'll pick it up. And sometimes it does it in bumps like that. So yeah, it's just going to be easier next time, probably to lease the belt, which probably only cost me like $3 grand, and I probably have spent a lot of diesel fuel trying to get all this silage out of here. Why not get the belt now, you say, and pick it up that way? Well, I only got a little bit left, so I'm trying to do it all this time right here. Yeah, I'm just getting stuck here and there. So I mean, can you do it? Yes. Is it worth it? I guess it's up to you to figure it out. The more I put in here, of course, the harder it's going to be to get all the silage out. Okay, now we got a little bit of a run here. Let's see if I can get through the other side. Come on, you can do it. And sometimes I get stuck on who knows what. I'm not really sure I know what I'm stuck on there, but... Alright. So I've already made 2 trips over to the bale sell point, and I'm getting roughly about $8,500 per load of silage, which isn't too bad. So, you know, we're going to be somewhere around $27,000 for silage coming off this grass field, which isn't too bad. Especially when it's July and the price is probably the worst it can be. Is it the worst that it can be? Probably not, but it's going to be pretty darn close. Let's see, silage. And if we go here, July, yeah, it's at the worst it probably can be. So, we can always do better, but I don't have no other place to put it currently. In the future, when we finally do get the BGA, I can go ahead and we'll have plenty of silo bunkers to throw it in up there. Yeah, so this system of trying to pick up with this forage wagon, yeah, it's a little bit of a pain, but we're getting there. Kind of. Come on, John Deere, you can do it. I knew that could be a problem there. Let me try turning the wheels a little bit and going off center. Not a full load of silage, but I was going to make 2 trips more anyways, so got the majority of it. So now when I go back, I'll have a lighter forage wagon behind me. Maybe I can get over some of the humps I've been having difficulty with. So I'm guessing probably like $7,500 for this load of silage. And once again, buying the BGA right now doesn't really benefit us too much. Other than, yeah, we can start making methane and some digestate. But we won't get no money for it because then we have to bring the methane over to the power station and we have to buy that. But we don't have the money for the BGA now anyways. I have enough for the power station, but I don't have no methane to bring over. All right, so not I was pretty close, so pretty close to $7,800. I said 7.5. But the last load, I'll probably get maybe $2,000 worth of silage. But we'll have a clean bunker, and then we can go ahead and mow the grass once again. Throw that into the bunker. We'll compact it, cover it up, and then we'll wait until the price is better again, or when the grass is ready to be mowed. And then we can go ahead and sell more silage. I think every cut this year in the grass field will be made into silage. The sheep don't require enough feed currently. We still got tons of grass bales up there. I think we got like 4 more grass bales that we dumped off last season still sitting there. And we have, I don't know, like a dozen? Do we have a dozen bales of hay sitting up here at the barn? Pretty close to that. I'm going to scoot across here because I want to go to the fuel station, and I want to put some fuel into this John Deere because I will be mowing the grass here shortly. Don't know what mower I'm going to use just yet. I may try just getting the butterfly mower and just doing it that way and swapping it up. It'll look kind of weird when I do it, but can I not fuel up at any of the pumps? How about the pumps over here? Is it just the outside ones I can fuel up at? There we go. Now we're getting some diesel. At the Groovy Gasoline. Kind of a hot day in here in July. I wonder if they got some Slurpees on the inside. Now, what is the temperature here? 83 degrees Fahrenheit. So it's kind of warm. 586 for the diesel. And let me go grab what's left. That van's going to pull on out. I mean, not really his fault. There's no stop sign there either. But as we all know, I tend to blow through the stop signs as well. Alright, I'm hoping I can get the rest of this out of here, which isn't much. What we got, like 1,000? Actually, there's 11,095 liters here. Okay. Doesn't look like that much. But this pile over here does not want to be picked up. I got some of it. Well, definitely next time I am getting myself a belt. I'm not going through that again. That was a real pain to try to get every liter out of there that I could. I couldn't really get like 200 liters out of there, so I just deleted it out of the bunker and then added the 200 liters into the forage wagon. Just couldn't get it out. Yep, just shy of $2,000 there, but bringing our bank account back up to $125,000, which is pretty good. We're just delivering silage at the worst time of year. But it's what we got to do. We don't have any place to store it. There were a lot of options that you guys put in there. But I think we're just going to stick with what we're doing currently. I mean, I probably could have backed up and threw it into the sheds that are right behind us, but I think we needed the money more than storing it. And if I remember correctly, when we looked at the stock market page, if I waited until January to sell it, I think I would have got like $6,000 more, which is a lot. But then again, it's not a lot to go through to have to move it out of the bunker then pick it back up. So I think it was better off doing what we did. Just to sell it, have the money, clear up the space, and we can move on with our farming projects. So, forage wagon, we're still going to need that. We are full of silage additives. So now when we cut the grass and we pick up the forage wagon, we'll get the 5% bonus. I think the baler that we used last time had the silage additive into it, so we should get the same amount of grass off the field. Now let's go ahead and just throw this right here. Alright, so a couple things. Let's go in here and return the shovel. Like I said, it was $1 to lease a shovel. I think it's like $84 if you want to buy it new or something like that. Let's go ahead and return that. And I still got the trailer leased from doing all the harvesting from last episode. We're going to keep that until the harvest is over because we already paid the base leasing fee. But let's come in here. Actually, you know what? Is there another mower hay and forage pack? How wide is that? So, I mean, I could mow the grass by hand. I'm not sure I'd want to do that. Windrower, mower. Windrower, mower. No, let's not get into that today, I don't think. Let's switch on down to these mowers here. And I'm actually thinking we're going to lease the... Which ones haven't I used here? $240 horsepower. The John Deere should be able to handle that. And work mode. Oh, they're already on there. Okay. 75,000. So to lease it is 4,000. Let's go ahead and do that. Now let's go up and get that. So we will be putting this into a swath, but it's going to look kind of weird because we're not going to have the front mower on. So the way we're going to mow may be a little bit different. I think I've done this before. I don't think I did in a video, but I've done it before, and it works. It just looks weird. Kind of forgot, though, I think when we get to the store, we still got a lot of equipment up here. I think our drill is still over here that we purchased. And, of course, I'm piling up pallets of loose material, meaning like silage additive. I may actually have seed and fertilizer up here. Oh, sure, we also got our weed sprayer. So this good old John Deere, we were looking at upgrading the engine in this to work better with the equipment that we purchased, but it seems to be doing well enough to where I don't want to upgrade the engine yet. Something else we could do, if a tractor comes up for sale and I don't have the money, I can always turn around and sell the tractors that we have in order to get ourselves an upgraded tractor, meaning bigger engine. Because this engine to upgrade from where it is to where I would like it is, what was it, like 70 grand for that? I mean, I could afford it now, but I'd rather keep the money right now in case a trailer comes up for sale or who knows what. Okay, we don't want wide spreading, we want swath dropping. Even this is going to put the John Deere, which looks like it needs repair. I thought it was the forage wagon that kind of needs some repair, but I guess it's the tractor itself. But then it doesn't feel like I've used it that much, but we do have, 47 and a half hours on it, so it's going to wear down a lot quicker than if it were brand new. So I guess I'm going to have to repair it almost every month. So right now you can see it is putting into a swath, but it's putting into a swath to where I haven't mowed yet. So it's going to look kind of weird doing this. Actually, let me go ahead and we'll get a path over here. But I'll get the grass field mowed twice as quick by having two mowers instead of just the one in the back, and I won't actually have to lease a windrower. We're just going to do the same thing as we did last time as we mowed the grass. Put it into the silo bunker, compact it, and next month it should be silage, but we'll hang on to it because the price should increase as we move along into the fall and winter months. But of course, we'll have to empty it back out when it's time to mow the grass again. I was actually looking at the field in front of us, but I got a funny feeling that field's going to be way too expensive for us to afford it, because that is a grass field. More grass, more silage, and that is a good thing to have when you can get 3 cuts out of it per year. 192,000, we'll call it, is what it needs to be purchased, and we're a little bit short on that. But if you look at the size of the field, that's not that expensive for a field that size. There we go. Now where the swath is, we can mow that grass. It looks kind of weird. But it works. It's too bad the mower can't pick up the grass swath that's already there and push it over to the middle one. Oh, the John Deere's not liking it. This butterfly mower requires a lot of horsepower. Now I thought if we get some cows here in Goldcrest Valley, I usually go for the cows that, you know, produce milk. I may actually get some meat cows. That's not what you call them. But you know what I'm saying. We'll raise cows for meat processing. We're not going to do a meat processing plant or anything like that. But instead of getting milk, we'll just raise them and then sell them. Once we get that far. There we go. Now it's not going to take me too long to get the rest of this grass field mowed. So now we just got to get to the end of the year where it's time to sell all the grain in the winter months, bring some more money back in, and then we can expand a few ways. You know, depending on equipment-wise, what comes up for sale in the store, or buy more fields. But still be careful with the money. May have gone a little bit on the oversize of the mower for the John Deere in its current condition, but we're getting the job done. It's working out well. But I think we're kind of in a market maybe for, like I said earlier, upgrading this tractor. So if one comes up for sale that's, you know, got more horsepower, or, you know, has less hours on it so that I don't have to repair it as often, we could always trade this in with it and get some money back on this tractor. But this tractor definitely is helping us out in its first full year here. Better than having to lease a tractor like we were last season. Does great going downhill, but once we get to this side of the field here, doesn't like it too much. So you can mow a grass field, as you now see, with just with a butterfly mower and put it into a swath. But you just got to kind of do it this way. It looks a little weird for sure, but it works. Now we just have to go around and pick up a few swaths. And if it was like the last cut, well, we should get 3 forage wagon loads over there, plus about 10,000 liters more. And let's go ahead and return those mowers. And now let's grab the forage wagon. Bigger than what we had last time when we did this, but it should be the same results. And I think I'll work from the farthest part of the field over. Yeah, I don't have access to that land, but I should have access to this land. So the way to kind of look at it is we just got about $27,000 for the silage that we brought over. And I just spent about $4,500 on that mower. And then I got to fertilize the field. So we'll say I put in about $6,000 to get $27,000 off of it. It's not too bad. Once we do get our own set of mowers, we won't have to lease anymore. Yep, we are using the silage additive, adding the 5% to the yield. Seems like I'm filling up rather fast. Well, we'll see what we end up with. Or maybe not as fast as I thought we were. Well, load number 1 going on in. Just make sure I get in here far enough. Try to spread it out nice and even. I do like the silo bunker, nice and long. You can drive straight on through, not much of an issue. Alright, so should get 2 more full loads, and then a little bit of a third. And then we can compact that, cover it on up. And it should be fermented in a month's time. Third full load getting ready to be put into the silo bunker. But before I do unload this, we're going to do what we did last time, which is use the weight to our advantage here. And we're going to compact the first 2 loads I brought in. This will be a little bit quicker if I don't get stuck anywhere. Come on, John Deere, we can do it. And the good thing, as I said before, with a drive-through silo bunker, you don't have to back up. Just drive on through, turn around, and do it again. Of course, I'll have to compact the rest of the chaff I put in there, but it won't take as long. You can actually see how much we're compacting. 2 passes through, we're like 50%. There's a big dairy farm not far from where I live. And when I see them, they do maize chaff, corn chaff. And they got case quads. And they got huge cement blocks on the front and back of those case quads when they go and compact the maize chaff down before they cover it up. It's a decent sized dairy farm that they have. Last I heard, they have about 5,000 cattle on the farm that they milk. And they got quite a few silo bunkers. Let's go ahead and toss this in here now, because we're at 92%, so that's good enough for me. So it looks like it's going to be about the same as it was last time. I mean, we took 3 loads plus 11,000 liters of silage out of here. So there is 3 loads. And do we have 11,000 liters of grass left on this field? I think we got maybe even more than that. I was thinking before I was recording, I'm like, do I have enough money to buy the grass field in front of us? Because that would just add so much more to our silo bunker. But definitely if I had that grass field behind us plus the one that we do already have, I'd probably definitely be looking at a bigger mower system just to get the job done. I don't think I repaired this forage wagon yet, so that also could be causing me to go a little bit slower, along with the John Deere not being fully repaired. Well, there is 9,800 liters, so I think we got more than what we had. So either I mowed more grass, or the grass field was in just better condition than when we mowed it last time. Actually, I think, did I not put lime? I may have put lime down in between cuts. And I think the other forage wagon had silage additive, because I tried to empty it out. So we're going to have a little bit more grass this time around. So hopefully next time when we sell the grass in 3 months from now, today we got about 27 grand, but our environmental score should go up in the next month or two because we're going to be harvesting our new field. So we'll get more of a bonus when we sell the silage, and plus the price should be going up as well. Right, same thing. So before we unload this chaff, we're going to compact the grass that we put in last time in. I used about a half a tank of silage additive on that field. Kind of glad I got this forage wagon. At first I was hemming and hawing about it I think it was last episode. But it's definitely going to pay off for us because, you know, we got to pick up the straw with it. So we didn't have to, we didn't have to rent a baler, a baling trailer. I prefer to make bales just because you can transport more liters on a trailer. So, I mean, if you got like 10 bales and they're like 7,000, 8,000 liters a piece, you can transport more bales on a trailer liter-wise than you can put in a forage wagon or a trailer. Okay, we're at 100%, so let's drop this in. Because you're going to leave 1 liter in. Oh, it spit it out. Kind of at the end of the silo bunker, but it spit out that 1 liter. It's actually outside the bunker. You can tell it's outside the bunker because it came out as grass. Because it's a darker color than the chaff itself. I'm going to get all compacted before I get out. Let's get out and cover it now. There we go. And I'll be ready 3 o'clock in the afternoon in the month of August. Alright, let's bring the John Deere back, the forage wagon back. I was going to repair it when I got back to the farm, but I think I'm going to hold off onto that just in case. I'm going to wait until the next morning before I repair anything. Just in case something comes up for sale, I don't want to repair this and be short like 4 or 5 grand I spent in repair bills rather than being able to buy whatever it could be. But we need to bring this back, and then we're going to bring the Massey Ferguson on down. Might as well put fertilizer down on that grass field, and then we'll leave the fertilizer spreader down here at the cow barn, and then we'll go up to the store. We'll grab the weed sprayer and the drill. We can bring that back to the farm. Just notice the Massey Ferguson has half the hours that the John Deere has on it. But of course, there is a couple, or just 100 horsepower difference. I think this is 150. But definitely couldn't do a lot of the work that the John Deere puts in. Quickly look for traffic. Cross the bridge. Take the 3rd left. That brings you right to the cow barn. Oh, I did also find a washing station on the mod hub that I haven't used yet by Black Sheep Modding. It does cost about 5 grand to put down, but I want to wait and hold off onto that. Some of our equipment could use a good wash, but maybe we'll put it down in the morning after we sleep through the night. How much fertilizer do we have in the spreader? I don't remember. I think that's more than enough for the grass field. Just make sure we're on max working width, which we are. Yeah, I missed a couple pieces of grass up here, but that's fine. And take care of our grass field now. That way I don't get too busy harvesting the rest of this late summer into early fall and then forget about it. Yeah, we may have to target that grass field in front of us as the next field to buy. Just so, you know, if we keep making silage, and we'll make good money off of it. Good thing about grass is you can get 3 cuts in it per year, or more, depending on how you cut your grass. The only issue about trying to make videos and doing grass work, when you gotta do 3 cuts a year, it just seems like you do it often enough. So it's kind of hard to make it entertaining to watch the, you know, cutting grass. And then 2 episodes later, hey, we're cutting grass. And so it's kind of hard to keep it entertaining that way, but it's a good money maker. I just realized, I'm like, I just drove in that field, but then I just remembered as well, we also have narrow tires on the Massey Ferguson, so no crop destruction. And I'm just going to leave the working width where it is. Not going through that much fertilizer. Could save myself probably $100 I might be wasting here, but I just don't like narrowing it down and then going too narrow. Then I have to try to get the little piece I missed here and there. Then I forget to put it back on max working width. All right, let's go up to the shop and we'll grab. I'm hoping, I mean, we do got a 3-point attacher on the front of the Massey Ferguson, so the weed sprayer should go on the front and we can put the drill on the back. Just hope it's not too much. Actually, we got more than 12 bales there, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 times 3 is 15. 17 hay bales there for the sheep. Now, of course, eventually the sheep will get mature and they'll start reproducing, and they'll go through the feed a little bit quicker. But I think we got enough feed to get even through the end of next season. So let's see. Well, that drill doesn't look that big until you bring the Massey Ferguson up here. Let's go ahead and put this on the front, which is good. And that color coordination that we got it with the lime green on it doesn't look that bad. I mean, it doesn't look the best group of colors there, but you know, it's different. And you know me, I'm not ashamed of trying out different colors here. Let's grab, let's see, we've got some seed there. That's lime over there. That should be lime. Yes, that is lime, so we'll leave that there. And that's silage additive, which we don't need. Put the cover back on our Kuhn direct drill. And we'll bring this back to the farm. That way the shop has a little bit more free space for us. Of course, everything that we buy is used. So everything has got a little bit of wear and tear on it. So a repair bill, maybe in the morning, could be kind of expensive. And I'm thinking the canola fields down here will be ready for harvest in August. Also, the barley field that we have should be ready as well. Actually, all of our fields might be ready. Except for the sunflower field. I keep forgetting we got a sunflower field. That the only thing I've done in it is spread fertilizer in it. I don't think I even got soil samples out of it. Or did I? I don't remember. Alright, so we're just putting everything into a line here that needs to be repaired. So let's park that right there. Yeah, that's good. Bang. Bang into the back of the forage wagon. Let me just check the store. Anything up for sale? Absolutely nothing. And the only thing we got leased is a trailer, which we're going to need here. Let's fast forward some time into the afternoon hours. We'll double check before we go to bed. But actually, I think most of our fields will be ready. Oh yeah, I did, when I brought the combine back with the header, I didn't think it was going to fit through, but the combine fit right through here, so I can go ahead and park the header here. Although we are clipping a little bit into the concrete pillar there, so just ignore that. But that Tryon class combine fits between those with a little bit of room to spare. All right, 7 o'clock in the evening, that should be good enough. And I was ready to say the trailer's for sale. No, we're on lease page. No, that's not what we're looking for in the sales page. So let's slow down some time, shall we? And sleep until 8 o'clock. A little bit of rain there. Alright, and then the store page. Oh, we do got a trailer. We do have a trailer. 64% off, and I can upgrade it up to a 24,500 liter trailer. What is it currently? It's the 18. So I mean, that is pretty darn cheap. We already got the other trailer though, leased for the day, so I'll probably end up using that. But yeah, let's just go ahead and buy this now. I think we'll get the green extension for it. Yeah, that'll definitely work on out for us. Wheel setup, license plate. I don't think we need to change anything other than that. And that'll keep us above 100 grand as well. I mean, it's not the biggest trailer, but then again, so be it. I think 2 combines can unload into that. So yeah, now we got 2 trailers, but I might use the other trailer today, or I could just return it. Let's see, that canola field up there is not ready. The barley, I think that's barley field is ready. Let's just use the map here to make it a little bit easier. Yep, that is barley. And we come over to here, and so these 2 canola fields down here are not ready. I don't remember what is in this field. That's barley as well. What about our wheat field? Our wheat field way down here is ready. So we got plenty to harvest. Actually, I say plenty. This should take me only like half hour to do. But plenty of straw to sell. So straw, straw, straw. And everything's just going to go into our silo, and we'll sell it in the winter months. But we got ourselves a trailer now. If I can hit the right buttons here. And yeah, we're looking pretty darn good. Pretty darn good. Let's come over to here, though. And all right, the John Deere, $22.63 to repair that. And then $1,000 for the forage wagon. Well, we're still over $100,000 in the bank account. Let's park this over here. And then might as well repair everything that's here. Alright, Massey Ferguson, $468 to repair that. The drill is $237. And the weed sprayer is $890. Still over $100,000 in the bank account. That's pretty darn good. I like that. But we're going to be below that here in just a second because we're going to put down that wash station. Can't have all this equipment and not get it washed. So I think on the opposite side of the workstation, we'll put the wash station. Let's see how this is going to look here. I hope I activated the mod before I started recording today. Is that going to be under tools? I think so. Right here. And let's go ahead and put it. Is it going to get rid of all those bushes there? I hope so. Actually, let's put it like right there. Yeah, I don't mind those bushes like protruding into the water tank a little bit. That's fine. That's all good. Now we got a place to wash our equipment. Let's grab the John Deere and the forage wagon. We'll go give that a quick rinse and make sure everything looks good. So now we're really just looking for mowers. And then we pretty much have almost everything. I'm sure I'm not thinking of a few pieces of equipment. Alright, open up this. Turn on high pressure washer. How far is it? A long hose? Looks like about the same kind of hose, like always. Okay, that seemed like it cleaned the John Deere really, really quick. And give this a good wash off as well. I like that. Black sheet modding. This will be in the mod description, or mod list in the description down below. It's just called a washing station. I'll put the shovel on the list as well. And I'm not sure if I have it on the list or not, but I'm going to put Goldcrest Valley on the list also. I noticed when I was looking at mods yesterday that there's actually 2 different Goldcrest Valley maps on the mod list. So by different mod authors. So I'll make sure I put the one I'm playing on, because I think the other Goldcrest Valley doesn't have the production buildings that is on this one here. So I'll make sure I put the Goldcrest Valley map that I'm playing on on the mods list down below. So the wash station, the shovel, and this map that I'm on will be added to the mods list. But here we are in the month of August, so we've been here a full year, and it's kind of hard to believe that I've spent $1.9 million, and we got all this equipment and all the land. So I think we're getting our value here for Star and Sure, other than the repair bills can be kind of expensive. But I am playing with a mod that reduces the maintenance cost for Darn Sure, because I'd probably be in a world of hurt at this point. But we'll keep our eye on the sale page. We're looking for a mower. And yeah, this 135, maybe another tractor to replace the John Deere. Even if it's like the same, I don't even care if it's the same exact model John Deere, but if it's got like half the hours on it, it won't wear down as fast. So that's something we could look into. But anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you again right here in Goldcrest Valley. But until then, have a good one.